wait here until somebody tells me I'm live again. All right, I got a thumbs up, but it doesn't say I have a viewer. Okay, look like I got a viewer and a comment. Hey, all right, am I 5x5 again? Let me turn this around. There we go. We back. Sorry about that, guys. I was using my mobile hotspot, and apparently it ran out. Might need to flip cameras. Yeah, I had to. My mobile hotspot time ran out, and I had no idea until my wife called me and told me what was up. So I had to switch to that phone. Switch to this phone. This camera's not as good, sorry. But apparently some of you in chat were telling me to watch my back. Trust me, I was. I knew they were coming up behind me. I knew what was going on. And sometimes you can't, guys don't get the greatest perspective from the phone camera. But there was a few degrees of separation there. I wasn't inside the group as much as I looked like on camera. Trust me, I practice situational awareness. I know when somebody's coming up. I've been doing this for a long time. Right when the person said they will not be silenced, it froze up. Yeah, maybe that's a karma thing. I don't know. But just so you know, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 10 people standing in front of ICE. There's one person across the street, and there is Costume Corner, and there's not even anybody over there. Those are the unstable ones left. Yeah, more than you know, man. I was just talking to them, and they're just not right in the head, bro. When somebody who is a pudgy 5'3", and almost as wide as he is tall, and as much bass in his voice as a Kmart speaker, and he says, "Oh, I'd go punch one of them guys, but I don't want to go to jail." But yet, they won't cross the blue line. They don't stand in the way of cars. It's a joke. A lot of traffic down here tonight. Uh-oh, what's that? What is that? Oh. That car had lights on it, and they got out of the way. They're LARPing. Yes, they are, very much so. Very, very much so LARPing. Since I switched phones, can you guys tell me how the audio is? Like I said, this phone is nowhere near as good as the other one for doing this. What BCP was talking about. Yes, exactly. Michael Grayback. Yeah, I think I talked to you on Bill's stream, Michael Grayback. Yeah, this is exactly what he's talking about. There's nothing. It's like dead down here. There's just a small group of people hollering at a building in which no one cares. Audio is good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking. I don't even see. There's nobody on the roof. There's nobody in the windows. I don't know who they think they're yelling at. Nobody is paying any attention. Nobody cares. Literally, look how dark that building is. It's even darker than it looks on the camera, guys. Trust me. Like half of the normal exterior lights aren't even on. It is incredibly freaking, I don't give a shit dark. It's not letting me start another. Oh. Okay, you guys, I'm 5x5, right? My wife is saying she's having a hard time. If you guys tell me I'm good, it looks like I got 40 people watching. So if you guys tell me I'm good, then it must be on her end. And I just watched 3 more leave. This is Friday night, folks. Friday night is usually the time for them to get busy. And these guys are packing up and leaving. Oh. Oh. Maybe I'll see if I can talk with Seth a little bit.
Well, we do understand the importance of peace.
Oh.
Free because it's brave, not the passive. You want your idiocracy? Fuck off with it.
I don't know. I got to take a phone call. All right, I'm back. Hold on. Gotta get a phone call. All right, I'm back. Hold on. Gotta get a phone call. Flip. There we go. This is why I try to use 2 phones so I don't have this problem. So pardon me. Are you Seth? You're not
No.
Seth?
No, people often think I am, but I'm not.
Oh, but everybody calls, but that's not your name.
No, people just
Don't say you're doing this.
Mistake
me.
you.
Yeah.
Seth is the
My
frog
name's
guy,
Tony,
right?
But yeah.
Tony. All right, hi Tony.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. Good to meet
Seth,
you.
yeah, Seth is there.
Seth is
like
frog
the
guy, right?
original frog guy.
Do you guys look similar or something? Why do they confuse you?
I guess we're both kind of chunky and short with facial hair.
So you guys can be brothers?
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
I gotcha.
Yeah, no, I've had it. It's happened like more than once.
So since there's not much happening down here, and I'm just a guy that sits at home and watches this every night. So do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, if you're respectful.
Yeah, well, I'll be respectful, and they may be a little. They're not going to be targeted, but they're going to be kind of harsh questions.
Okay.
Okay. So I've been around Antifa for like 10 years now. Okay, and this protest now is not indicative of what a normal Antifa protest is. Do you have an idea of why?
Well,
not
for one thing, I have to say, like, there is no organization called
They got to keep their shadow
Antifa.
in sight.
Okay, I don't want to argue that one with you, but
well, I mean, there is no leader, there is no meeting space.
Are you a Portlander?
No, I live in Oregon, though.
But around the Portland area?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you been involved in the activism scene for a while, or is this like, are you new?
Oh, no, I've been involved since the 90s.
Okay, so you're going to completely deny the existence of Rose City Antifa?
There is no organization called Antifa.
There is no Rose City Antifa.
There is no group called Antifa. There are people that are anti-fascist.
But what about Rose City Antifa?
I don't know anything about it.
But you've been in activism for how long?
But you guys are saying you guys are always...
No, not you guys, me. I'm coming to you in good faith, brother.
Okay, there is no fucking Antifa.
Not all those
There are people. There are people that are anti-fascist. So the people out here, Trump has tried to paint us as Antifa, like a group, a violent leftist group. And that's not what we are. We're anti-fascists.
set my life
Okay, well,
on
I'm going to
fire
agree with
because
you
I
there.
fought
I'm
back.
going to 100% agree with you. The people that are here now, I agree with you on that. The people that were here 4 months ago, I don't agree.
Terrified.
Well, what I
always.
saw, I wasn't here 4 months ago.
They
What
were
I
so
saw on the
scared.
videos was
They
that the
couldn't go into
agents
detail,
were
but
the
I
ones
found
that
out
would
what they
come
were
out
trying to
here
tell me on
and
my own.
smash people to the ground and
They were
use the
warning me
tear
to be
gas
careful.
and the pepper balls.
Because I'm not
That's
afraid of you.
what I
Okay,
saw.
so to be a little bit exaggerative, you're
My
saying
guys
that
were born
the
without
agents
it.
are violent out and attack people for no reason.
Yes,
Why aren't they doing it now?
because there's lawsuits. One of them is there's a lawsuit from some of the residents right here because of all the tear gas that they were using. And that's why they're not shooting us now.
Okay, but lawsuits, a lawsuit is just accusing somebody of doing something. That doesn't mean that they did it. It means I can press a lawsuit against you now for assaulting me. You've never touched me other than
There's
shake my hand.
hundreds of videos of them using tear gas on the protesters down here
You have
and shooting
authority.
people with
Okay, but the
pepper
question
balls.
everybody asks is,
Because
why
we
did they do that?
collectively have
They would
agreed
do it
that
for
you
no
did.
reason. I've been down here when they were shooting pepper balls,
You've only witnessed
and they would do it for no reason. Somebody didn't move
fast.
fast enough. There was a guy that was disabled, didn't
Through
move
civil
fast enough.
disobedience,
They
just a
shot
touch
him
of
with
social
pepper balls.
disobedience.
I know you probably don't believe me, but they don't care. They do not care. They will shoot you for any reason.
Without quickly organized.
Okay, but the thing is like they're not doing it now.
Just because there's a lawsuit.
No, it's probably because there's no threat anymore.
No, there's a lawsuit.
Because okay, so that leads me to my next question. You guys seem as though you're, how should I put it, really committed to your cause. Obviously, you're down here. I don't know how many months you've been down here, but this has been going on since what, June?
Yeah.
That's 6 months. There's been somebody down here, at least this amount of people down here every night for 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is indicative of commitment to the cause, right? They painted an arbitrary blue line right there. If everybody's so committed, why does nobody cross that line? Why have I watched cars pull in and out of here unobstructed since I've been down here?
Because they used to sit up there and shoot you with pepper balls.
But there's not even any lights on here anymore, bro.
Yeah, I know. This has only
My yard is lit up more than this.
This has only been like a week that they have those lights off. There's usually agents up there with guns shooting pepper balls. If you even step your foot over that blue line, you're going to get shot. That's why people aren't going over it. And if you go over it, those agents are going to come out and they're going to fucking detain you and take you back.
Okay.
So we're trying to.
At least 3 children are.
We are protesting what they're doing. And
because of you weaponizing the systems against us.
Sorry, I'm listening to her. We're protesting what they're doing, and we believe in the rights of the immigrants, but we're not trying to start violence. And
okay, so what are you trying to do then?
We don't necessarily
What's your
want
purpose?
to get arrested.
Tell me what your purpose is then, so I understand.
We're not going to silence all of us.
We want them to leave.
But do you think this is going to make them leave?
I don't know, but we have to do something.
What was it?
I mean, I can't sit at home.
watching.
Okay, that statement right there, honestly, full disclosure, I understand that. Because I'm an activist too, and I also do things with, what you guys call unserved community or underserved communities. Part of what I do for a living serves homeless people, battered women, abused children. Thank you for that. That's awesome. But so I understand that. Me and my friends we use that exact same statement. We've got to do something. We try to make sure that it counts. So again, not trying to get. This is not a gotcha question, but why do you think this is the something to do?
I think that everybody's might have a different answer for that.
Okay, so tell me your answer. I'm talking to you. I want to hear you.
Well, for one thing,
have you not heard of
screaming at the agents? We don't want them to be happy within their jobs. We think what they're doing is so wrong that we want them to be miserable. They should be miserable because they're ripping families apart. So that is part of the reason that
Probably haven't heard of it.
we're insulting them,
There's some fucking
like,
key players
and
that
telling
know
them,
exactly
quit
what
your
the fuck I'm
job.
talking about.
because
Do you
They
actually
should be
think they're
doing
going to
what
quit
they're
their job, though?
if they had a conscience, they should.
This is people's lives.
I don't, obviously I don't know that, but if they had a conscience, and I'll try to tell them, think about if this was your family, your child, your mother, think about it as if it was your own family that was being ripped apart.
Okay.
And
So can I counter that?
Yeah.
From real life experience? This is, I guess, what they call it anecdotal. I'm a 2-time convicted felon. I've done prison time. I was ripped away from my family. You know why I was ripped away from my family? For a fucking license plate. That's awesome. So I broke laws. I got ripped away from my family. I did not get to see my junior be born. My junior, my son, was born while I was behind bars. I got ripped away from my family. My 7-month pregnant lady at the time was in the front row of the courtroom, bawling her eyes out. My mom was in that courtroom bawling her eyes out because I had missed one probation appointment, my very last probation appointment after 3 years of being on paper. I missed it. 3 days later, I got taken to jail, had to see a judge, got a PV, and had to go do a 2 to 10 over a fucking license plate. My family got ripped apart.
Got a fucking raw deal.
I did. But here's the thing. I made that happen. I made the choices to not follow laws. I made the choices to not do what I was supposed to do. I wanted to skirt around. I wanted to be smarter than the system. You're never smarter than the system. The system is always going to get you because the system's in place for a reason. We make the system as a population. Maybe not you and I personally, but as a general group, Americans, we made the system. We also made the system for immigration. Okay? I'm going to go on a limb here and say that none of you people have illegal immigrants living in your house. And I know you're not going to tell me if you do, because that's just not smart. So I'm not asking you to say, fuck, I do. That's just dumb. Don't do that.
I don't have to take them into my home to be okay with them being my neighbors.
Will be removed from public
That's
service.
an extension of your home. We have a sovereign nation. We have borders for a reason. We have border patrol for a reason. We want to keep, you guys are living in arguably the greatest nation on the planet. We're the big dogs. We're the big dogs. Okay, we run the freaking world, man. That's unarguably. The entire world operates on our economic system. The American system crashes, the entire global economic system crashes. Everything. No, it's not Trump, it's America.
Trump has ruined relationships with all of our allies. Because
that's arguable, but I'm not talking about Trump right now.
Fucking toddler.
Okay, I'm not going to argue that. I'm on a live stream right now. I'm going to admit I'm not the biggest fan of Donald J. Trump. I voted for him. I kind of like. Right now, today, I'm 50-50 on him being a good president or not. Okay? You'd asked me a year ago, you'd asked me 5 years ago, I was a little bit more rah-rah. I was a little bit more gung-ho. But this term is starting to sour me a little bit, and that's just full disclosure. Okay? I'm not talking about Trump. This is not Trump. Do you realize Portland has had ICE since 1906? Or is it 1916? One or the other. Early 1900s, there has been ICE in one form or another in Portland. This is not new. This did not just start.
Yeah, I understand.
Even recently, I was standing right where those people are in 2017 and saw people like you, giant encampment, fort, wood walls, barricades, everything. I filmed it from right there. And that's 9 years ago. This is not a new thing, man.
I know, but like I was saying to you earlier, the new thing is that the immigrants now are not getting their due process. And we're seeing the immigrants getting lost in the system. People don't know what's happening to their family members, where they're being sent, or let's say for example, now I don't know a specific name. Somebody's father gets taken. They don't know what happened to him.
Assassinating their character.
The family isn't told. We took so and so. They don't know what happened.
No, I know that happens. I've heard somebody got taken by accident and ended up in Tacoma or somewhere in Washington from here, and the family didn't know for like 2 or 3 weeks where he was. Unfortunately, that's the prison system. Their system, their incarceration system doesn't act any better than the American penitentiary system. It's kind of shit happens all the time. It really happens all the time. It's not okay. Okay, that part I'm not okay with. I think if they got a family, the family needs to they need to know where he's going. Somebody, but the problem is they're living off grid. They're living under the radar. Therefore, they can't take advantage of all the resources. Like if it happened to me, instantly, my wife would be on the phone with the lawyer and be like, you get on the phone and you find out where he is every hour, until we figure out what's going on. Because
she would have to know, though, that you were taken by ICE. Because some of these people don't even know that Dad was taken by ICE. He just doesn't come home. He just doesn't go to work. And they're like, what the F happened to Dad? You know? And
that's happened to me as well. I've gotten pulled over and I had warrants out. And they're like, well, before I put you in the back of the squad car, you want to call your family? It doesn't happen like that, man. You fuck around, you find out. You know what I mean? I know that's a cliche right now, but
here's the next thing. Crossing a border is a misdemeanor. You know, there's a lot of the MAGAs out here. I'm not saying you said this, but a lot of the MAGAs out here say that they're pro-immigration, they're pro-ICE because the immigrants, they say, are criminals. And what I say to them is you voted for a criminal. Trump is a felon 34 times over. So when they say to me,
okay, you do realize that 34 of those are all the same charge, right?
No,
and they're charges that have never been levied against anybody before in fucking New York history.
So you think it's a conspiracy?
I think it's lawfare. I think he did some shit. It's business, and business people do shit like that all the time.
He's been doing shit his whole life.
But that's part of being a fucking billionaire. That's what they do. They all do it.
It is not like...
If you tried 9 out of 10 millionaires in New York City on the same shit they just tried Trump on, you wouldn't have any more millionaires in New York City.
He broke the law. Like, he's done shit his whole life. And he normally doesn't get caught. He doesn't get any consequences.
That's part of being a rich MFer.
And he would be in jail if he hadn't won this election. He'd be in jail right now.
It's possible because the Democrats are that hard against him.
No, because
he's got an entire system coming down on him now. Do you realize in 2014, Trump was one of the most beloved people in the fucking country?
Right in California.
He had lunches with Jesse motherfucking Jackson, bro.
He's a criminal.
Even Al Sharpton liked him.
He's broken the law so many times over all these years. I mean, that's not even talking about his fucking race.
Do you realize he was good friends with the Clintons until he announced his run for presidency?
I don't really care. He's still broken
Okay,
the
but
law.
you explain to me why in 2015 or 2014, Hillary and Bill were doing Mai Tais in Cancun. In 2016, Hillary thinks he's Satan. It's politics, man. It's politics. Politics are ugly.
Failure is not an option. We can
Over
afford
and
to
over again,
entertain.
the guy is a criminal.
Okay. Let me ask you if this is fair, okay? You're not going to sway me anywhere by saying somebody's a convicted felon. I'm a 2-time convicted felon. I don't care about that. I really don't. Especially the shit he's convicted of.
But what I'm saying is some of the MAGA people down
Inmates
here
are
are
running
saying
the asylum.
that they are pro-ICE
Clearly.
because immigrants are criminals. And then they'll say, God bless Trump. And I'm saying to them, Trump is a criminal.
Because
too.
most MAGA doesn't believe that the charges are
You have
legit.
power because we say you have power.
That's just
It's
delusional.
political lawfare.
Period.
The guy's a criminal. I mean,
And like I said, so is
you don't
every
have to be-
millionaire.
When
You
the
don't have to
people
be,
fear the
you know, care
government,
that
we
he's
have tyranny.
a felon because you are.
What is he? What is he a criminal for, though?
Fear the people.
I don't know all the
We've got
charges.
liberty.
You know what it's for?
Honestly, like,
It's for
Or maybe a
falsifying
shot.
documents because he wrote some shit that wasn't exactly true on some
This
papers.
country.
I'm
was
sorry,
supposed
That's
to
part
be
of
can't-
business,
of the
man.
world.
it's not even like it was done by a Democratic president.
No,
It was
Patriot
done by
Act,
the
right?
state of New York.
And let's give personhood to
It's not
corporations.
some
That
conspiracy
is under
against Donald Trump.
they're Democrats, man.
It's
They're
not-
Democrats that ran on the premise that if they got
It's
elected,
not
they were
some
going to fuck Trump.
Conspiracy against Donald Trump.
Look it up.
No, literally, listen.
He acts like a victim, but
You
he's
look
not.
at
He's a
the judge and the mayor and the assistant and the DA and all these people in New York
You are
City
usurper.
that convicted Trump of all this
Of our
stuff.
democracy.
They literally ran on the premise: if you elect me, I'm going to fuck Trump. That was literally their entire campaign, man.
He's broken the law.
That's
over and
why
over
they're
again
there
all
for.
these years. I mean,
I know how
the
they
guy-
raise
And the
some
charges that
people.
he's convicted of are secondary charges.
There's
And he
difference
never got
between
convicted of the
being
original
corrupted.
charge that is required in order to be convicted of the secondary charges. It's unprecedented.
the
It-
guy
One
victim.
become-
I didn't say he was a victim. I'm just saying
He acts
it's
like a victim.
bullshit.
That every
It may be true. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying it's not true. He's a freaking billionaire. They deal in skyscrapers like we change socks. Okay, you don't do that on a completely legit level. That's not how that business works. There's all kinds of shady stuff that goes on. That's what happens in the land of the ultra rich. Okay, so I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm saying what he got convicted of is bullshit, just like I got convicted of a 2 to 10 for a freaking license plate.
Active law enforcement.
I did something wrong. I deserved to be in trouble, but not what I got, and not what it did to me, because I got in front of a judge that literally did not like the way I looked. He was literally a racially prejudiced judge that convicted me because I looked like a redneck hillbilly white boy.
okay.
Because his granddaughter, grandniece, a hillbilly white boy, got drunk, ran up on the sidewalk, and killed one of his young relatives. And was a known fact in the justice system, and nobody did anything about it because he was a black judge, and anytime anybody tried doing anything about it, they screamed racism. But yet he was sitting on the bench employing racism. I got caught in the crossfire and got screwed for it. I'm not going to cry about it. I did wrong shit. I put myself in the situation to be screwed. But what happened to me and why it happened was bullshit. I had an expired license plate on my car. Now, there's a whole more story to it, obviously, because an expired license plate on your car is not a felony. But I had a previous felony from when I was younger, and all this stuff added up and stacked up. They were like, dude doesn't learn his lesson, we're going to make an example out of him. Exactly what they're doing to Trump. The Democrat-run political party is making an example out of Trump so that if anybody else like him comes up, they're going to be like, I don't want to happen to me what's happened to Dom. I don't want that shit to happen. There are so many Republican candidates and Republican lawmakers, senators, congressmen, blah, 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 I can't think of the word right now, but politicians that are deathly afraid of the Democrat Party so bad right now that they're all rhinos. We've got very few actual Republican lawmakers in Washington, D.C. right now. Very, very, very few.
I hear what you're saying.
Because
I
they're
just
scared of the
I just
political
don't
machine.
agree with you at all.
It's
It's
proven,
like,
though.
It's like it's saying that Trump is a victim of the system or a victim of the Democrats or a victim of
He is.
whatever. He's not a victim.
He
He's
is.
a multimillionaire, billionaire.
Doesn't mean you can't be a victim.
He's always putting himself in the position of the victim. Like,
So
if
the guy
someone
that
says
the guy that
something
Luigi
negative,
shot, is he not a victim?
if someone
Because he was a millionaire?
says something about Trump that he doesn't like, he makes himself a victim. Oh, they're victimizing me. It's like,
Okay,
no,
that's a personality flaw, and I'll agree with you on that. I don't like that.
like no.
But that doesn't mean he
what they
can't
said
be a
might
victim.
true.
It doesn't mean he can't be a victim, though.
I just don't buy it.
Can you answer me the one on the guy, what was he, an insurance guy or whatever, the big CEO that Luigi shot? Is he not a victim because he's a millionaire?
Well, I mean, Trump was killed.
Almost.
No, I don't buy that. I think.
Okay, well, that's a conspiracy theory. I know the left has them as much as we do, but
no, he set that shit up.
A victim is a victim, and what you said was he's not a victim. He has billions of dollars.
Well, we weren't talking about murder. We're talking about.
But the point is, you could still be a victim no matter how much money you got.
I just don't buy it.
If a woman gets raped, is she not raped because she's a millionaire?
I just don't buy that he's being victimized. I think it's bullshit.
I think the lawfare is being exaggerated. Like I said, I'm sure he did some shit wrong, and I'm not denying that.
Okay, well let me go back for a second. Like, so these guys should be deported because they're criminals.
They're Americans. How can you deport Americans? Where are you going to deport them?
Not ICE, but the immigrants.
Oh, you're okay. You're back to what MAGA says. Okay, gotcha.
The immigrants should be deported in your view. Well, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Because they're criminals. They've broken the law. But then, so why do we care about that, but we don't care about Trump being a felon?
Oh, we do care.
Then why can he be president, but they can't even be a citizen?
Because they're not going about being a citizen the right way.
But that's not true, because a lot of them have been ripped out of courtrooms, or after seeing the judge, being ripped out of the hallways of the courtrooms by ICE agents. And they're trying to do it the right way. But they're just looking for numbers. They're looking for bodies, and I'm
not going to say that's not true. I'm not going to argue that one with you.
I mean, I don't know statistics. I can't tell you this has happened this many times.
But see, that's the hard part too, because we don't know the statistics and we don't know the whole story. It sucks, dude. Okay, I'm a compassionate person. I do not want to see a father get ripped away from his kids. I'm a father. I have 6 kids, man. I'm a father. I do not want to see a father get ripped away from his kids. It's happened to me. I know how it feels. It still F's my life up 30 years later. Okay? I don't want to see that happen. The other side of that coin is we don't know exactly why.
Make sure buddy system, no matter what.
Okay. Which way are you parked? Right down there. Okay.
I do want to share some information with my fellow comrades.
If you guys need to talk, I can go walk somewhere else, man. I don't want to.
Actually, do you partake at all, or
I don't.
You don't? I think I have.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Water.
I'm gonna.
If you're thirsty.
No, you cool. Okay, I got you. We're all right.
My name is Tony.
Tony, and I'm Jay.
All right.
So, thanks for taking the time to talk with me, man. Even if we don't agree, it's good to hear the argument. You know what I mean? In a non-yelling, in a cordial way. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. Thank you.
All that was not meant for you. That was meant for some string.
I don't take any of it personally unless you say my name in the middle of it.
Yeah. That was just me letting off some steam because a lot of foul play.
Okay, person to person, be safe and be good. Oh. All right, I'm going to come over here. I'm a little bit exhausted after that conversation. Whoo-wee. That took a lot out of me. But you know what? Hold on, I'm going to light a cigarette and then I'm going to flip this around. Oh, so I'm going to sit down. Okay, let me flip it around. Get rid of this. How about we just that? All right, let's go. That? Oh, that works good. So, my thoughts. Well, you guys heard most of my thoughts during the discussion. Wow, that was way too close. Sorry. Sorry, I was not able to read all the chat while that was taking place. Sorry about that. Ice Queen is the new drag queen. What? Okay, Ice Queen is my wife, dude. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, they're gonna smoke meth. Well, they're gonna go smoke something. She had she was wearing a weed pipe as a necklace, so I'm gonna assume they're gonna go smoke some weed. But that's really not my business. I understand his point of view a little bit more now, and I'm not saying I agree, but as you heard in the conversation, I agree with some of it, not all of it, most of it probably not, but every once in a while there's something that we agree on, because we're all people, and they were willing to talk to me. I was willing to listen to them. And Ed isn't a troll. No, I don't think he is. Ed's the one that promoted me on X. I don't think he had bad intentions. I think I missed a bunch of that conversation is what I think. But anyways, Trump is attacking Caracas live. Isn't Caracas in Mexico? I'll have to look at that when I get home. Y'all sensitive. I'm gone. I'm not sure what's happening right now. I've never done a live stream with this many people, so I guess this is what happens. Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of appreciated that conversation. Venezuela, Caracas, Venezuela. Yeah, we knew this was coming. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm not sure if I agree with the Venezuela thing or not. It's not a federal. It is a. Yeah, I think it is. It's a federal crime. Period. They think because they say misdemeanor that it doesn't mean anything. You go to jail for misdemeanors. Trust me on this one. It doesn't have to be a felony to be a crime. They don't understand that. They think if you call it a misdemeanor that it's not a crime. But I don't know. It's hard because they're stuck in their ways. And one thing that I've learned is that both sides live in their echo chambers and get propaganda fed to them from both sides. Bro, I just saw you chant for the first time today, and it's nice to see somebody that's calm and collected out there. Shit, thanks well, thank you for that, man. Thanks for that comment. I'm usually not one to start shit. I can. I'm completely 100% capable of it, and I think that's why I don't. There's a saying out there that people that know real violence aren't a fan. And I know real violence, and I'm not a fan of it. I'd rather just do without it. I mean, we can, call each other names a little bit and rib each other and yada, yada, and I'm okay with that. Like that girl that kept coming by and flipping me off. It's like, okay, what's the harm in that? You're not physically harming me. You're not doing anything. So I just laugh at her. Tell her that's awesome. Because that's what they want. They want the negative attention. They want to start something. And they were trying to prove that I'm the angry, violent, dangerous MAGA type. And I'm not. I'm really not. I like to talk. I like to debate. I like to argue. And, they're just saying choose your battles. And if you start the argument in a heated, aggressive manner, the argument, the discussion is not going to last very long. and then it's pointless. So why do that? It's kind of a common sense thing. If I talk to them nicely and show them some respect that they're not used to getting, they're more apt to have a decent conversation with me. So, you know, it's not, I don't do it out of some kind of moral high ground or anything like that. I do it because it's common sense. Because if I went and start shit with them, they're not going to want to talk to me. And I wanted to talk to somebody because it's really boring down here. Normally there'd be enough excitement and issues and incidences running around that I could film that I wouldn't have to talk to anybody. But she begs the mod. I don't have moderators, guys. I'm just a little tiny channel. Save the boots for you to carry on licking. I don't even know. I had to leave at 11 because that was the end of their shift tonight. Yeah, it's kind of weird how that goes, huh? They all like leave at the same time. I don't know. But literally there's like 4 people standing over there, I think passing around a fucking pipe. So nothing is happening down here. I'm going to start heading back to my vehicle. I'm not sucking hard enough. My cigarette keeps going out. My wife wants me to come home. My wife worries. She knows I'm not scared, and that scares her because she's afraid that I'm going to not be cautious enough and put myself in situations that I shouldn't be in. And I get that, and I love her for it. She doesn't do it to be a nag. She does it out of care and love and concern. And I can't argue about that. There's a song that just came out, and it says the words, one of the lyrics is, it's love I mistook for anger. And he's talking about them fighting, and he mistook her care for her just being a biznatch. And that song lyric actually made me think about things in my own marriage. But yeah, she gets concerned. And like I said, I respect my wife. We don't always agree. Everything's not great. Oh, wow. Here, let me turn this around so you guys can see this sign. Please do not vandalize. We are a nonprofit. We are not associated with the ICE building. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. Huh. And that's right here on Tommy's Corner. I wonder how long that's been there that I didn't know. That's crazy that people have to put stuff like that on their building. Man, it's so quiet down here. You know, it's starting to rain a little bit. I want to walk down to the riverfront, but I don't know exactly how far it is from here. Man, sorry it keeps getting so close, guys. I'm on a little handheld unit thing. Here, let me show you. See, there's my GoPro. And then that little clamp right there. That is how I mount up my phone. Oh, come on. Turn around. There we go. It's a ways to the river. Yeah, like I said, I've never walked down that way, and it's starting to rain. It's actually starting to get a little bit chilly. It hasn't been cold, but it's starting to get a little bit chilly. I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm trying to talk quietly because I'm underneath people's apartments. And because there's not a lot of people down here, I don't want to be the asshole out here making a bunch of noise when they actually get a nice night of peace and quiet on a Friday night. I'm sure the neighborhood appreciates this. There's no bullhorns, no nothing. It's completely dead. So, anyways, I asked if you agreed with racial profiling to ask if they are citizens. What's up, brother? Hey, BC. What's up, Quincy? I'm down here doing your job. Like I said, the irony, usually I'm sitting at home watching you guys, and now you guys can sit and watch me. I don't know how long you've been on, but the guy everybody calls Seth, his name is actually Tony. And I don't know, guys, what was it, like a 40-minute conversation I had with him or something like that? Kind of taken after your example a little bit. Come on, guys, don't. Yeah, I know that's not Seth, that's Tony, but I've heard people call him Seth before, and that's why I asked him when I first saw him. But yeah, come on, guys, don't fight in chat, please. It's senseless. Even if it's a lefty, just ignore him. Oh, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired. I think it's time to go home and cuddle up with my wife. New Year's Eve is one of our anniversaries, and I had to work, and she had a pretty rough day herself. So I think I'm going to go home and cuddle up with my wife and make up for what we couldn't do on Wednesday. And then, like I said, as long as everything goes right, I will be streaming from Salem tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to have to ask some of you streamers how, because as far as I know, when I shut the stream down, I don't have access to the comments anymore. Quincy, if you're in here, because I'm just straight live on YouTube, I'm not doing StreamYard or anything like that. So does that mean that once I shut this down, I can't see the comments anymore? Because I'd really like to go through the comment feed and see what people were saying. Just shit talking in. So I have Antifa trolls in here? Well, that makes me feel a little bit important. If I'm important enough for them to troll me, then I'm doing something right. Oh. Let's see. Like one of these, you can. Comment will still be there when you replay it. Now, is that just for me? Because like Bill, I watched the stream earlier where you were reviewing comments that I could see were the ones that you put on the screen. The rest of the comment stream went away. The thing in Salem is about taxes. Yes, I believe so. Can you give me your biking channel name? It is Dog on a Hog, all one word, DOGGONAHOGG. Dog on a Hog with 2 G's on both. That is my motorcycle channel. I haven't posted anything on there a while because my bike's been down and it's been weather. When you have a motovlog channel, unless you're in Florida or Texas or South Cali, you don't get to post too much stuff during the wintertime. Setting is preset to allow you to review all comments. Dog on a hog, honey. You forgot the A in there. It's Dog on a Hog. But thank you for that, sweetheart. I appreciate you. But yeah, there's got to be a... But see, I mean, that's even now that you guys heard my motovlog channel, you understand why I laughed when he started barking at me. Sorry, let me correct that. Dog on a Hog. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. I thought you were asleep, so the fact that you're in here producing and moderating is pretty awesome. I'm glad you're still here, babe. Just so you know, I'm getting ready to get in the car as soon as I cut this off, and I'm gonna skedaddle back home. So I'll see you soon. I didn't know you were still on here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said all those mushy things about hanging out with my wife. Now I'm embarrassed. Have a good night. Probably Patriot Shane or can see you and say, yes, hey, Patriot Shane, nice. Man, that makes me feel so good that y'all are watching my stream now. Because like I said, I've been fans of you guys. I watch you guys. I drive my wife crazy. Every time she leaves the room and she walks back in, I've got a ice live stream going, and she just rolls her eyes because I'm addicted to it. So, but I made that video, and it may have felt like I was talking smack about some people, but I figured if I came down here and was down here myself, then it kind of legitimizes a little bit the things that I was saying. So you guys know I'm not just sitting at home being a keyboard warrior. I don't believe in that. Thanks to all my Raiders for supporting it. Yes, thank you, Bill. Bill, I can't thank you enough, man. My channel wouldn't be anywhere near where it is right now, even though it's still small, but it wouldn't be anywhere near where it is now if I didn't have the help of Mr. Bill. So thank you, buddy. And if you guys aren't familiar with Mr. Bill, go check out his channel and give him some support too. BCP, Ground Zero PDX. I hope I'm saying that right. And if you look at those channels, you can get linked and hooked up with the rest of the channels, because there's quite a few guys that are down here that come put the work in. I mean, this is my third time down here in the 6-month ordeal. So I'm not trying to say I'm hot shit or anything. Some of these guys are down here every single freaking night. So hats off to them. Much respect. Ground Zero PDX is Shane. Yep. Go check out that channel, because like I said, he puts the work in, and I've heard him say that he works 6 days a week, 50 hours a week, whatever, and still comes down here and puts the work in. So much respect for that. You're a vet. Well, I'm not a vet with the live streaming like this. This is a new thing for me. I'm usually more about the walking around and protecting people, keeping an eye on things, kind of deal. This is especially the way tonight went. This is a really, really weird, really different scenario, really different setup for me. So the fact that I'm sitting here blathering and I've still got 72 viewers, that warms my heart. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. So thank you guys for everybody that supported me tonight. And I'll have to go through all the data later when I get home and see what changed and how many viewers I got and whatnot. But I'm sure that you guys trash about the people cleaning up your graffiti. Troll alert. Black and yellow. We will support you, angry Oregonian. Well, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys want to tune in tomorrow, if you guys subscribe and hit that, what is it? I don't even know how to say it right. If you subscribe and hit that bell button, that's what they say. Hit the bell button, and you will get notified when I am live. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this a bit more. To be totally honest, I was completely humbled by the success of the video I made a few nights ago and how much people took to it. And I was telling my wife, more than the fact that everybody was watching it, a lot of people, it went semi-viral, and way better than, I thought maybe a couple dozen people that knew me would watch it or whatever. But I got, last I looked before I came down here, I was at just about at 1,000 views, and that really blew me away. But the thing that really impressed me, and a testament to the people that I mentioned in the video, Shane and Skylar and Josh and all of them, and of course Quincy, I got nothing but positive feedback from all of these guys. That, I got a couple comments, people like, why are you talking trash about them? And obviously they were smart enough to realize that I'm not. I have much respect for them, and that was the whole point of the damn video. If you watched that video and said I was talking smack about those guys, you didn't. You didn't. There's no reading comprehension. You didn't understand, because the whole point of that video was like, I'm not talking trash about anybody if you're down here putting in the patriot work. Quincy's known me for long enough, and some other people in the movement have known me long enough that I have done nothing but preach unity since the movement started, 10 years ago. I mean, obviously there's movements that have been longer than that, but our, here in Portland, and the major movement started about 10 years ago. And every time there was a rift, every time there was, inner patriot drama or anything like that, I was up on a stage somewhere with a microphone in my hand saying, hey guys, stop fighting each other. And like I said, I'm sure Mr. Bill knows, I don't know, BCP knows, is people got tired of me saying it. I was like, stop fighting each other, stop punching right, stop arguing with each other, don't criticize each other, and if you do it in private. Go go sit down at a restaurant or a bar or something, or go sit in the front seat of your car at an event and talk it out between each other. Don't put it on I have to admit, I'm going to say this because it bothered me, but somebody that Shane was talking to, and I don't know who it is, so I can't say their name even if I wanted to, but somebody that Shane was talking to was saying some pretty ugly things about Chelly. Honey Badger Mom, for those of you who don't know. And I understand if you guys got beef. I understand if you guys disagree. But bro, please, man, don't, especially somebody like Chelly's a veteran, and Chelly has put more work in than just about any of us. At least give her the respect of not doing it in public. Do it in private. Talk to her about it. Because like I said in the video, when we start fighting each other, we lose. That's how it works. And that's why these lefties and Democrats get results when they do stupid crap, is because they do it as a unit. And we need to do that always. We need to be a unit. We need to be together. We need to stand strong in a line, because that's how it works. I understand the whole point of asymmetrical warfare and guerrilla warfare and all that. Trust me, I know about tactics. I know about, all of that stuff. But this kind of shit that we're doing here, when we're doing hearts and minds, we need to be unified. And when people that are going to be converts, when people that are sticking their toe in the patriot waters and see us fighting each other and bickering, a drunk knitting circle, then it doesn't impress anybody, and it doesn't convert anybody. It doesn't convince anybody. So we need to not do that. There are a lot of people. We are people. We're human. And I'm a very strong opinionated. Most of the people in the activist world are strong, opinionated people. Alpha males, dominant type women that don't take no shit, that are not afraid to throw their opinion out there. It's the nature of the game. You can't do what we do and be a timid person. It's not how it works. So we're going to have disagreements. We're going to have arguments. We're going to have, contrary opinions. So keep it amongst each other, man. Just like you would with family. I have 2 brothers, and we've literally pulled guns on each other. We've shot at each other. We've hit each other with things, tried to run each other over with cars. That's what brothers do. We got 3 rowdy brothers that grew up in the inner city. We're gangster with each other, and we don't mess around. I mean, literally, we'll be arguing in the garage, smacking each other in the face. But let somebody else walk in that garage. Let somebody else try to get in between us. That's a bad move. That's a bad move, because as much as we hate each other sometimes, we're still a unit. We're still 3 brothers. And that's the way the Patriot movement needs to be. And that was the whole point of my video. So thank you for Shane and Skylar and all you guys for supporting me when I was throwing some harsh criticism out there. And thank you guys for having the intestinal fortitude to actually not get caught up in the drama and see what I was actually saying. And thank you for making me feel like my opinion counts. I appreciate that. I'm just a grumpy old man that's been around way too long. And it really feels good when people actually value your opinion. So thank you for that. But anyways, guys, speaking of unity, I got to go unite with my wife. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys are awesome for watching. Like I told my wife, you kind of didn't have a choice because there was nobody else down here. She said, why do you want to go down there if nobody's down there? I'm like, because then everybody has to watch me and I get people attracted to my channel. It's kind of a business decision. So yeah, full disclosure. That's kind of the reason I came down here tonight, is because I had the whole protest to myself. Unfortunately, it wasn't much of a protest, but obviously, you know, I looked at, there was a point I had a lot, you know, I had triple digit viewers. So apparently you guys were interested. And I know some of you guys are like me and addicted to this shit down here. You guys are addicted to ice. And, you know I know I go to work either at midnight or at 9:30. I go to work. And the first thing I do is turn on my computer and search for anything that says live at ice. I don't care if it's a lefty live stream. I'm addicted to watching what goes on down here. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. So, I'm glad I could feed your addiction, guys. On that note, I'm going to go feed mine. Mine's waiting for me in my bed. That's my addiction. I love you guys. I love you, Patriots. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out and Patriot on. Oh, how do you turn this thing off? I really don't know how to stop it. Do I hit the X? Thank you and have a good night, everyone. You guys are awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow.